Shri Shri Guru Gaurango Jayatah. All glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gaurang. Shri Gurudev method of chanting the name of Hari. Once, I asked Shri Gurudev how to chant the name of Hari. The answer was that one should listen to the name of Hari in the same way one listens to satsang, harikatha spoken by a pure devotee, or any spiritual discussion. It is through listening that something becomes heartfelt, imprinted in the heart. Then that thing comes from the heart to the mind. The mind makes a decision. Once the decision is made, it affects the gross physical senses. The senses begin to act upon it. When the senses act upon it, the task is accomplished. Now, apply this to the chanting of the name of Hari. When the name of Hari is heard from Shri Gurudev, it settles in the heart. From the heart it goes to the mind. The mind decides that chanting the name of Hari will lead to the removal of sorrow and the manifestation of happiness. Then the chanter will take the japmala in their hand, sense organ. The tongue will begin to chant it. The mind will focus on it. The ears will try to listen to it. But the mind will get tired, it will not want to listen, because there will be no joy in it yet. Gradually, after some days, when joy begins to come, the mind will not wander, and interest in the name will arise. Gradually increase the practice. Lord Krishna has advised Arjun to practice. Without the mind being engaged, there will be pious merit, sukriti, but love will not come. Accumulation of pious merit, sukriti, will lead to the attainment of a true guru in the next life. A letter arrived from Shri Ji. It contained a poem describing all of Shri Krishna childhood pastimes. The devotee had written that if this was an unauthorized attempt, the letter should be torn up and thrown away. Please tell them that any writing about God is dear to him. If someone considers it an unauthorized attempt, they are a great offender. The one who wrote this is very dear to me. By tearing it up, I would become entangled in illusion and become a transgressor. Please be kind enough to convey my opinion on this matter to them. The mala, rosary, is a transcendental object. Through the mala, Shri Gurudev connects the soul with Bhagwan. Just as during a wedding ceremony, the priest unites husband and wife, entrusting the wife to her husband so that she may dedicate her life to his service. Similarly, Shri Gurudev offers the soul into the hands of Bhagwan through the mala, so that the soul may remain engaged in lifelong service and remembrance of his holy names. By the causeless mercy of Shri Gurudev, the soul departs from the maternal home of illusion, Maya, and enters the divine abode of Bhagwan lotus feet, just as a bride enters her husband's home, remaining absorbed in the loving service of her eternal husband, Bhagwan, the Supreme Person. Such a sacred mala cannot be an ordinary object. It must be handled with utmost care, and certain practices regarding how it is kept and used for chanting should be remembered by all. On this matter, the present Acharya of the All India Sri Chaitanya Gaudiya Math, Vishnupad 108 Shri Srimad Bhaktiballabh Tirth Goswami Maharaj, has instructed, the japmala should never be hung casually, nor kept in one's pocket, especially not in the lower pockets, such as those of pants, etc. During travel or outside engagements, it should specifically be worn around the neck with reverence. Some important points about the mala that everyone should keep in mind. 1. Whenever you pick up the mala for Harinam, the remembrance of Bhagwan name, first bow your head in reverence to it. Then press it gently to your heart. Caress it with love and kiss the feet of Mother Tulsi, who resides in the mala, with affection. By doing this, you will notice that the sumru bead naturally finds its place between your fingers, reminding you to begin chanting. You won't have to search for it. The mala is not an inert object, it is a transcendental, sacred item dear to Bhagwan. Without tulsi, the Lord does not accept any offering or item. Once a full round of chanting is completed, i.e., after reciting the holy name on all 108 beads, one should again offer respectful obeisance to the mala, and then begin the next round of chanting on the 108 beads. The tulsi mala is like a necklace adorning the devotee's neck. Just as we do not remove gold or diamond necklaces from our necks, in the same way, the tulsi mala should be kept around the neck at all times. When you hold the mala in hand for chanting Harinam, remember, do not offer bowed obeisances to any Vaishnava. Instead, offer respectful verbal greetings such as Hare Krishna, Radha Krishna or Jai Sitaram. To bow down with the mala in hand results in the mala itself being bowed to, which is completely inappropriate, for the mala is the treasured blessing of Shri Gurudev. One may offer obeisance to Shri Gurudev before Bhagwan, but even then, the mala should first be set aside from one's body. Bowing to Gurudev directly in front of Bhagwan causes him distress, and Shri Gurudev would never desire that his disciple bow to him in the presence of the Lord. The proper etiquette is to step aside from in front of Bhagwan and then respectfully offer obeisance to Gurudev. Otherwise, failing to offer obeisance altogether out of fear of protocol may also lead to offense. 3. While chanting Harinam on the mala, it is permissible to speak about Vaishnavas or topics related to spiritual gatherings, satsang. However, engaging in worldly conversations during this sacred practice is considered an offense. If the person being addressed is not a Vaishnav, one should simply greet them with Jai Shri Krishna and avoid any mundane discussion. 4. While doing parikrama, circumambulation, in the dham, holy place, if you need to urinate, you should place your mala in a clean spot after completing the current round or leaving it unfinished. It's advisable to carry a small bottle of water with you. After urinating, you should wash your hands and face before picking up the mala and resuming your chanting. If the round was left unfinished, you should not count it and instead begin the round again from the start. However, the unfinished mala is still counted invisibly as part of your chanting. 5. While receiving Bhagavad Prasad, sacred food offered to the Lord, the Jap mala, rosary, should be kept in such a way that it does not come in contact with the hand that has touched the food. Sometimes prasad must be taken in places where keeping the mala away from oneself can be troublesome. For example, if one places the mala somewhere and a monkey carries it away, or if it's forgotten due to haste. Therefore, the mala should always be kept carefully and with great attention. 6. When the bead bag becomes dirty, it is advisable to wash it on a day dedicated to God, a Bhagavad Parv. The bead bag should be dried in a clean place and protected from animals like monkeys. Losing one's prayer beads is a serious offense. Many people disrespect their beads by leaving them anywhere, such as on a dining table, bed or sofa. Just as you carefully store and protect your valuable possessions, like money, jewelry, etc., you should also protect your prayer beads. If you lose the beads given to you by your guru, it will be impossible to get them back. Losing your beads breaks your connection with your guru, which creates a major obstacle in your spiritual practice, bhajan. Just as everyone loves their own life, the beads given by the guru should be even dearer to us than our own lives. Giving this respect to the beads will bring intensity to your spiritual practice, otherwise your practice will become slack, and you will lose interest in your bhajan. 7. At night, one should go to sleep after paying respects to the prayer beads, mala. By waking up early in the Brahma Muhurt, prayers, and offering salutations to the mala from a distance, devotion will become intense. After paying respects, one should first attend to nature's call, wash hands, feet, and face, then again pay respects to the mala, take it in hand, and begin chanting. Doing this will help the mind become absorbed in the divine name, Harinam. Even explaining the glory of the mala to an unknown devotee can help the mind become focused in Harinam. This is true spiritual association, satsang, through which devotion emerges and becomes manifest. Whatever has been said about the mala, the chanter should not consider it a hassle, otherwise the mind will not become attached to Harinam. We do not feel bothered by worldly matters, but if we consider matters of our own well-being and welfare as a hassle, it would be our foolishness and ignorance. 8. Just as the individual soul always carries its mind with it, even though it knows that this mind is not its own but belongs to God, in the same way the devotee should always keep the prayer beads, mala, with the thought, these were given to me by my Shri Gurudev, they too are not mine. It is precisely these beads, bestowed by Shri Gurudev, that will free us from suffering and guide us along the path of happiness. Therefore, we must cherish and safeguard them as if they were dearer even than our own life. 9. Indeed, our Guru has shown us immense grace by giving us this rosary, or mala. This is a powerful weapon for defeating Maya, illusion, which our Guru has entrusted to us. If we keep this weapon far from us, Maya will attack at any moment. Maya is our fierce enemy, and an enemy will attack as soon as it gets an opportunity. But if we have this rosary from our Guru for our protection, Maya cannot harm us. The divine power of the Lord's name, Harinam, is contained within this powerful weapon that the Guru has given us in the form of this rosary. Nothing in all the universes can defeat this divine power. Even the creator of the universes, God himself, bows before its power, meaning he surrenders to it. When a devotee chants the Lord's name, counting on this rosary, and listening to the sound with their ears, a fire of separation is ignited in their heart. Then the Lord becomes helpless, and has no choice but to come. 10. One who receives this infallible weapon, Amoghastra, is truly most fortunate. Even in countless universes, Bhagwan himself bows before it. The glory of such a mala is beyond description. Bhagwan trembles, cries, and even urinates in fear before his mother Yashoda. All this is the divine play, Leela, of that realm of transcendental affection. What will he not do for his devotees? The one who dances in delight for a cup of buttermilk offered by cowherd maidens, when called with loving devotion by a devotee using the Tulsi Mala, which is extremely dear to the Lord, uttering his names bead by bead, can he resist being drawn? He must come, it is his solemn vow. In this vast universe, countless living beings exist. Among them are billions of human beings. Yet, how many among those innumerable souls are truly fortunate to possess this infallible weapon granted by Shri Gurudev? A weapon so potent that it vanquishes illusion, Maya, liberates one from the cycle of birth and death within this very life, and carries the soul to the divine abode of Bhagwan Golokdham. Nowadays, people feel embarrassed to wear the Tulsi Mala, chanting beads, around their necks. They keep it tucked away in their wallets or pant pockets. This is a transgression. This very attitude is one of the reasons why sadhaks struggle to focus during devotional chanting. If a seeker lacks faith and reverence in the boat of the holy name itself, then how can they expect to cross the ocean of worldly existence? Without that faith and trust, they will continue to flounder midstream. Where there is no respect for the Tulsi Mala gifted by Shri Gurudev, there can be no genuine taste for Harinam. And without such taste for Harinam, nothing meaningful will unfold in one's spiritual journey. The most worshipful, purifier of the fallen, supremely compassionate Vishnupad 108 Shri Srimad Bhaktiballabh Tirth Goswami Maharaj, who currently serves as the Acharya of the All India Chaitanya Gaudiya Math, is someone I have always seen wearing his japmala around his neck. He alone truly understands its profound spiritual glory. We too must learn from his example. Dear devotees, there are countless obstacles on the path to reaching Bhagwan. We visit temples and monasteries, yet experience only external Jad Darshan. Rarely does one attain Bhav Darshan, the true vision rooted in deep devotional feeling. Similarly, when we go on pilgrimages or chirchumambultions of holy places, we often do so without genuine emotion, just exerting ourselves physically and returning empty-handed. These sacred journeys become mere mechanical tours, and we return home burdened with offenses to the holy sites. Without heartfelt devotion, all effort is in vain, it is a delusion of the mind. This isn't just my opinion, it is the profound realization of Shri Narottam Das Thakur. Your perspective is extremely subtle and profound. This is a call to awaken devotees to move beyond the external trappings of religion and to awaken true inner feeling. In the sentence where you mention Shri Narottam Das Thakur, a vast truth echoes that practice without emotion is merely an illusion. Tirthyatra parishram, keval manerashram, sarvasiddhi govindacharan. Sudrid vishwas kari, madmatsarya parihari, sadakar ananyabjan. Krishna bhakt angheri, Krishna bhakt sankare, shraddhanvit shravan kirtan. Arkana smaran dhyan, nav bhakti mahagyan, e bhakti paramkaran. Shri Prem Bhakti Chandrika 17.18. Many people believe that by undertaking pilgrimages one earns merit, punya, and fulfills worldly desires. But pilgrimage, in reality, is merely physical exertion. It is a mental delusion to think that merit alone arises from pilgrimage. True and complete success, sarvasiddhi, comes only through devotion at the lotus feet of Shri Govind. Therefore, one must engage in exclusive and unwavering worship of Shri Govind with firm faith, and not rely on other means to fulfill one's desires. One must renounce the ignorance-born false ego, and the tendency to be intolerant of others' spiritual progress. One should seek the company of Shri Krishna devotees, and associate only with them. With reverence, one should hear and chant the names, pastimes, and qualities of Shri Krishna. Worship, remembrance, and meditation upon him are the practices worthy of a Vaishnava. These constitute the exalted form of the ninefold path of devotion, Navvidha Bhakti, and it is the sincere practice of this path that becomes the principal cause of pure love-filled devotion, Prem Bhakti. O Hari! I am overwhelmed by countless offenses, and am drowning in the dreadful ocean of worldly existence, completely devoid of shelter. Therefore I surrender unto you. Among your many divine qualities, let just one, your mercy, make me yours, that is, please accept me as your servant.